the president has done something quite interesting. All right, I'm going to play a video that I'm going to read details later. Take a listen to President Tinubu as he speaks on the need for state police and stuff like that. Take a listen, please.
I've been looking at the security situation more carefully. I've seen civilian JTF for what you call it to react to the security challenges. Find so many creative way you people would be going to protect the neighborhood and communities around you. And that has provoked my thinking about, state police. Again, politics apart. We can discuss with the National Assembly leadership to really, look at critical path to that again. See how we can eliminate those political alliances out of a state police that will be indigenous to the community and provide the additional safety buffer and effectiveness in the area. We have to look at it collectively together.
So the president says, he put out this statement yesterday, declaration of nationwide security emergency on recruitment of additional army and police personnel. So he says, well, Nigerians, today, in view of the emerging security situation, I have decided to declare nationwide security emergency and order an additional recruitment into the armed forces. So the police will recruit an additional 20,000 officers, bringing the total to 50,000. Then he said, officers being withdrawn from VIP guard duties should undergo crash training to debrief them and deliver more efficient police services when deployed to security challenged areas of the country. He also talked about, people who were taken hostage and what the government has done to get them back. In addition, our administration will support state governments which have set up security outfits to safeguard their people from the terrorists bent on disrupting our national peace. I call on the National Assembly to begin reviewing our laws to allow states that require state police to establish them. States should rethink establishing boarding schools in remote areas without adequate security. Mosques and churches should constantly seek police and other security protection when they gather for prayers, especially in vulnerable areas. Then it says they created livestock ministry to address the persistent clashes between herders and farmers. So apparently right now, VIPs no longer have police protection. The idea that police will be following people about, I saw some pictures yesterday, quite interesting, to be fair, quite sad. One of them, the policeman was carrying a plate for a woman. I'm like, Olokpa, Ogao. Anyway, so now, President has been talking about state policing and everything. Now he's actually calling on the National Assembly to begin to work on the laws. And we're looking forward to it. Now, a lot of people have said all kinds of things about state police. Oh, they're going to use it. Anything can be used against anybody. You cannot say because something can be dangerous, right? It has the potential of being dangerous. Therefore, you're not going to use it, even if the advantages are more than disadvantages. It's like saying that knife in the house can be used to kill a person. It is true. Does that mean you're not going to buy knives in your house? So you're not going to have knives in your house. If you want to cut your vegetables, you'll be using your teeth. Maggi carrots, maggi cucumber, you'll be using your teeth because you don't want the knife to cut people. You create safeguards. You find the guardrails to ensure that that thing is not used for what. It's good that you have recognized that it can be misused. And so you come up with policies that ensure that that misuse will at least to be at the barest minimum. But all these folks who just go on social media and say, oh, it cannot work, people are going to use it, and they're going to, the governors can, and it's true. I'm not saying these things cannot happen. But you can't say because of that. You're not saying it will happen, you're saying it could happen. So because that could happen, we shouldn't secure the people. We should just wait for Nigerian police force. The only other thing that people say that actually makes me think like, okay, makes sense, is that would the state be able to fund it? And that's why the president said the states that want to have it should have it. If you can't fund it, don't have it. It's not a law mandating every state to create state police. It's the law, supporting states that want to create police to create it. If you cannot do it, then you leave the people that can do it. It's not by force. I should be very careful with all this thing where it can be used like this, can be used like this. Anything can be used negatively. The real issue is this: is it possible, right, to create laws, the state houses of assembly, create laws to make sure that the governor will not be able to? And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but his leadership is not supposed to be a picnic. I don't know why people are just very reductive about this. They're going to misuse it. So make sure they don't misuse it. Don't say don't have it. Someone just wrote in the comment section, doctors can misuse medication. Does that mean we should not have doctors anymore? Because some doctors have literally hurt people in the name of treating them. I think we should evolve. And small time, now everybody will be shouting, Senna climb. In those Senna climbs, now like this in Eduam, you have states, you have the sheriffs, and we're just waiting for NPF. You go get policeman for your community. We don't know the place, so doesn't understand the language, doesn't speak the language, doesn't know the terrain, but he's a policeman. How is he going to combat crimes?